Hey, what's going on? It's Boss Britt, the most lit.
What's up? It's your girl DJ eXeL.
And this is
the No Homo Show,
where everything we talk about
is homo as gay.
Like, subscribe, comment, turn them post notifications on right the now.
Also, yes, you better edit yourself, okay? Also, shout out to our Spotify, Apple Podcast listeners. Y'all locked in with us. We appreciate it. If you want to see our beautiful face, watch us on YouTube. Either way, we appreciate y'all. But you know who else we appreciate?
Who else we appreciate?
Everybody that been selling out our tour.
Yes, sir. Shout out to y'all. Hey, tour been lit.
The No Homo Show is officially on tour.
Yeah.
The next cities we hit is New York, all right, June 28th. And then Houston, Texas, June 30th. Get y'all tickets. Houston, y'all slacking a little bit. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Ooh.
Get y'all tickets.
Oh.
I ain't
and
gonna
DC
hold
was
y'all.
the most lit thus far.
Yeah.
Well, most tickets sold. I feel like Philly was the most lit energy.
I feel like it was two different things because I feel like
DC came to listen.
Philly came to turn up. DC came to listen.
They
so
did.
we appreciate y'all and we learning the balance too.
Miami was cute too. My was just tired. We had burnt them out all day because we had been going up from Madison City, Miami. But hey, make sure y'all come see us on this tour because we are outside, baby. Okay.
That's a fact. But today,
we got two special guests in the building today. One is a returning guest, and then we have a new guest in the building. But I'm gonna let y'all do the honors, okay? So please introduce yourself. Let them know who you are and what you do.
Hi guys, it's me again. I'm just kidding. I'm Kandyce Hogan. You guys know me from Bad Girls Club. That's where we'll start there. But a lot of you guys probably follow me on social media, and I've been on the No Homo Show before. So these are my people.
Period.
I'm Haiti, baby. First and foremost, a lot of people know me from music. First and foremost, music, corporate world, real estate, things like that. And also her biggest supporter.
Aw, how freaking cute!
Yeah.
and y'all are a couple,
Yeah.
right? Okay, let's clear this up.
All right.
Just don't want to make it sound you a fan.
All right.
That's why I say her biggest supporter.
No, right? That could come off as very strange.
Right. No,
Nah.
but that's what's up. How y'all feeling today?
We feel good. I'm so happy to be back here.
Yeah.
So happy.
We were just saying that Kandyce was episode number 31.
And we're on like we're in the 90s.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you for rocking with us early because I know like when a show or a podcast starts, you don't know how consistent they're going to be.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But one thing I can say is people are still commenting on your episode.
For real.
And they love you. You know what I'm
had such a
saying?
good time.
So I
Yeah.
know they're going to be super excited to see you back, especially with your woman.
Yeah.
Woman, right? Or no? Let me get the term.
Yeah,
No, you are
Okay.
good. Yeah,
As Lord, I just busted a sweat. You never know
I
nowadays.
bask in my femininity.
Oh, okay.
Okay, period. You know you gotta ask now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
gotta ask.
Motherfuckers ready to
We was
fight.
on tour. We was like, what should we say?
Yeah.
But
Your
it just,
partner.
Yeah.
It never used to be
Exactly.
like that though.
Yeah, I know. So
but
that's
now
why
you
I
gotta. Yeah.
want to make sure.
Gotta play
Okay.
it
Job
safe.
applications and all.
Yeah.
All right, so we left our Skittles bag again.
Yeah, so this is the thing. So we on tour with our Skittles and riddles. We don't got two, and I forget it every time because I didn't even unpack the luggage yet. I'm not even gonna lie. So Skittles and riddles is basically you're gonna pick a number. We're gonna tell you the riddle. It's a gay riddle. All right, think gay.
Okay.
Think real gay. That's the answer.
Really
Gay. Okay, and if you, dang, y'all ain't got no shot. But if you get it wrong, I'll take a shot for y'all. All right.
I got a little something over here.
Oh, okay.
A little Haitian rum.
Okay.
Okay.
Haitian rum. Yeah.
Okay, Haitian rum.
Okay.
I ain't never had Haitian rum.
That might hit
Hey,
different.
it's Haitian Heritage Month too, so it's like crazy that
Oh,
we
for
did
real?
this. Like, yeah, it's Haitian
Oh,
Heritage
that's
Month.
dope.
Oh,
So shout out to all my Haitians, all my Zoes.
Shout out to Zoes out there, man.
Sac out fair, you know.
I know a few
Okay.
Zoes,
Yeah.
man.
We
They make
gonna
sure
get
I'm
it.
good
We
when
gonna
I'm
get
in
into your
Miami.
culture too
Yeah,
a little
for
more
sure.
because I don't feel like I know too much about Haitians. More like
Yeah.
my Jamaican white. First of all, their rum is crazy. So is your rum like their rum? Cause
You
it's
know,
like
we had a battle with food
Oh.
and drink, so I'm not gonna touch bases
Okay.
on that right now. You know,
Alright,
we'll get
sorry.
back to that later.
sorry, that got sensitive. All right, number between 50 and 100.
60.
All right. Why do lesbians hate the sun?
Why do lesbians hate the sun?
Why do lesbians hate the sun?
Some with burner, and it got something to do with burner.
We don't want to be burnt.
No. You don't want to be burnt.
Is that true?
No, that's not. That's her
You don't want to be
answer.
burnt.
Because they don't like boys.
What did I do with the sun?
Sun, like a sun.
Oh, sun.
Well, that was good, baby. That was really good.
That's good. I was like, son.
That was cute.
Okay.
Not we ain't get it.
No, literally.
What's your answer?
Why don't lesbian like the sun?
Yeah.
I have not a clue.
Because it creates vitamin D.
Ah!
D, you don't want that D?
Who came up with that?
I can't
You don't want that D?
I just watched our last episode
good one.
and the answer pissed me off. So I knew that this was
The answer pisses me off every time. Let's be clear.
That was pretty decent
That's so
though.
funny. That is a good one.
You was
So we
kind of
gotta take a
close.
shot 'cause we ain't get it right.
Yeah, we
Y'all gotta
get
take
you.
a motherfucking shot.
I just made up an answer.
Right.
Like, you was
That
pretty
No,
was
that was
close.
pretty good
That was
though.
good,
We
man.
gonna start making up our own at this point. 'Cause some
Yeah.
of
You
you
got
guys come
too
up
deep
here
though.
be
You
having
was
some
too
good
deep for
answers.
them. They wasn't ready for that.
Right, because I was like, son, what I gotta do with the sun?
You like,
Boy, son, that went over my head
Hey,
for
hey,
real.
you know,
Y'all
when parents like on they catch and be like my sunshine, I'll be like, all
Oh,
right,
yeah, yeah.
you dragging.
Yes,
I'll probably do the same thing.
Right.
you definitely gonna be that mom. I'm crying.
Period.
That's so
All
funny.
right, so let's get into some gay shit. So, Candyce, you already shared your coming out story. I don't know
Yeah,
if you want
I
to share
did.
it again.
What was my fucking coming out story?
What you mean?
It
What was your
don't
coming out story? It ain't supposed
change.
to change?
I had a girlfriend at 16, and she was this stud basketball player, whatever, and she just got married, by the way, which is great.
Recently?
That means that she's out and proud now officially. but
Nothing
yeah, at
wrong
the
with
time, no, literally at the time, we still speak.
That's good.
So at the time, she was super in the closet, but she was just on the basketball team, and pretty much like her mom was like feeling the vibes, but she was so mean. Like her mom, she's so nice to me now, but she was so mean to me back then. And one day she came I was sitting in the living room on the couch, and she came in and like, what the hell y'all in here so close for?
Sound about right?
That it was
Looking
crazy.
real
Like,
gay.
and we wasn't even that close. Like, but I just think she already had an inkling.
That was the energy.
Yeah, that was
Right.
the thing. And then so that was cool. But the real coming out story with my mom was really more so. It was my birthday. She brought all of these gifts, was showing out. Everybody
that.
else had all of this stuff, and she just coming there with rings from K's and doing too much. And my mom was pulling me to the room. She said, we was going to the hotel party. I was having a slumber at the hotel, and she goes, why is she bringing you all of this stuff? And I was like, and she was like, does she like you? Because if she likes you, she can't come to the slumber party. Her bag was packed. Like, and my mom didn't let her come. So.
Oh, you was
Damn.
tired.
I didn't even want the party no more.
Okay. y'all was mine. Like, look,
That was the whole point of the slumber party.
She
real,
was
for real.
she
Little
was the
moms
slumber,
know.
honey. She was the slumber. I was
Okay.
like, I was like,
Yeah.
what? She shut it down. Made
That's
her grandma,
hilarious.
told her grandma she had to come back and get her and everything. So
We thought we were
Damn.
so slick as kids. I say it every time. Like,
It's
we
so
is not
funny.
as slick as we think we are.
No.
What about you?
Mine is a little different. A lot of different. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie to you. And there's probably a lot of people who can relate, and there's probably some people who can't relate. I never felt the need to tell people what I was doing with my life. So I never had a coming out story. I never felt the need to. It was just kind of like, you're going to see me dating or see me with somebody, and that's it. I never felt like I had to sit down and be like, hey guys, let me tell you something. Let me inform you guys of what I'm choosing to do with my life. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
A lot
saying?
of us don't tell. We get caught.
I never got caught. I just did, like, I just moved how I moved.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, and then as far as my mom's, she was the only one that I would probably tiptoe around for real. But it was kind of one of them, but you ain't gonna really say nothing type of situations. You know what I'm saying? You might know, but you just still gonna call this person my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Your
It's
little
one of
friend.
them, Caribbean culture is different.
Yeah, I was
Right.
going to ask you.
Growing up, you know what I'm saying? And then my sister is a lesbian. So she took a lot of the heat before me.
She older than you?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
5 years older than me.
Okay.
So she took a lot of the, so she had to deal with a lot of the stress and a lot of the, you know, feeling like somebody almost hates you for just being who you are.
Yeah.
So she dealt with that. I didn't have to deal with that because when I saw it, I was like, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. I don't need to talk to y'all about it. You know what I'm saying?
I know y'all against that shit.
I don't
like-
need to talk to y'all about it. So it was just kind of like, I never had a coming out story. I just popped up like,
With a
when you-
girl.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was it. That
Never
was it.
talk to your mom about it
Till this day.
to this day.
Till this day.
So when you come around, is it friend? Is it girlfriend?
Nah, she knows.
Oh, I love her mom.
She knows
Okay.
this is
We're
my
super
girlfriend.
sweet. But
Okay.
she's never
Y'all
like.
just never had a dialogue,
conversation
like,
about
So
it.
that's
crazy.
that gotta be like a cultural thing.
That
Like,
it is a very cultural, and that's the thing. Even if I sat down with my mom and say, "Oh, this is my girlfriend," she's still gonna call her my friend.
Right.
And
She's still gonna be like, "Oh, your friend."
Do she call her your friend?
No, she calls me Kandyce.
But she
calls
she
her-
just called, like, she'll call her Kandyce, and she know we dating. Where's
Yeah.
Kandyce? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they have their own relationships.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
talk. My mom loves her.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
She's I was really nervous, like, because at first I was like, well, what am I getting myself into? Is this going to take me back to 2015 when people
Yeah.
mamas was being mean
It's
to
not
me?
hidden. It's just
Yeah.
not talked about.
Yeah.
It's not hidden, though. It's a difference between something being hidden.
She sends
and
her
something
mom
just not
pictures
being-
of us
Yeah,
and stuff from like
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
but
yeah.
her mom, like,
Wow.
she's just a sweetheart, but I think that, like, times have changed, so her mom has, like, by the time I got to her, she's nothing like
Yeah,
how
she
I
not
heard.
as hard as she was.
Yeah.
My
Is she
sister-
older?
Yeah, my mom's 70 years old.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like older people are just like, they gonna accept it, but they're stuck in their ways, like, I don't want to talk about it type thing. Where I think a little, like, younger parents are willing to, like, have a conversation. Older people are, like, I feel like a little more stuck in their ways, but it's cool they accept it, but you never felt like,
Yeah.
you never felt like, I want to talk to my mom about my relationship.
I don't really. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's a lot of stuff growing up
Yeah.
that I kind of I don't know. I did a lot of even with just like my way of thinking. Like
Yeah.
it was kind of like I processed everything, and it was like a self thing.
Yeah.
It was never really like other people. Like if I talk to other people, it was really like school counselors, and because I'm adopted, by the way, so she's not even my birth mother.
Oh, okay.
okay.
So
Got it.
you know, I had things going on that were bigger than my who I choose to date.
Understood.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was battling things that was bigger than who I'm attracted to. That wasn't
Right.
really. That's to me that was minuscule.
Yeah.
You know, compared to what I was dealing with internally growing up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I'm in a space now with my mom where, when I plan on getting married, that's talk definitely got to be
Yeah.
had. It definitely got to be like I'm about to propose to my girl,
Right.
not just some. Oh yeah, so you coming to the wedding? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now she
you know what I'm saying? Like,
With Kandyce.
Candy's gonna be there.
That's hilarious.
You gonna see her in a white dress.
Damn.
That white dress, but
Oh, the black dress. Yeah, we would
Okay.
do it.
I know y'all gonna
we
wear
would
black at
definitely
y'all
do a
wedding.
black.
no white dress.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the
Emo.
funny thing is,
Yeah.
recently we just had a little fake argument because, and
Yeah.
this is the funniest thing ever. Like I
She
was
looking
like,
at you
Like,
like,
bitch,
what?
you
was
gonna talk
like-
about our motherfucking.
and this is something I noticed like over time, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, I gotta say something because we finna be 3 years in, baby. What's up?
Already? Damn, time be
Yes.
flying.
Ain't it
That's
crazy?
wild.
That's COVID. COVID messed everything up.
So
Swear to God.
I said, okay, why every time we're around your mom, you call me Kandyce? Cause when I tell y'all, like my mom, my grandparents, blah 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 blah, I have a really big family. She around them, she's like, babe, I'm babe. Oh, honey, when we get to that house
Code
with her
switch
mom,
shit.
it's very formal.
Yeah.
Hi, Candyce. How are you today? Are you
It
hungry?
ain't that far.
Are you hungry,
man. She over
Candyce?
exaggerating.
But you know what's so funny? I brought this
my
up.
mom love her.
No,
Like,
it's,
it's like a
it's not
different.
about your, no. It's not about your mom. It's about you.
Yeah.
Oh, period. Don't try to take the heat off yourself.
Sweetie,
okay?
don't bring my girl in this.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, just recently we went over there, maybe like last week, and she was calling me babe.
Cause you put your foot down on that.
And
Well, no.
and I
I'm gonna
noticed.
be honest with
I
y'all.
noticed
It ain't
it.
about. That's what I'm saying.
It's a respect thing.
No. That too, and different cultures is different things.
Yeah.
It's bigger than who you dating. Like it's so much. It's so deeper. We don't even have enough time to go through that shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's so much deeper. Cause even growing up, like my parents had an arranged marriage. They slept in separate bedrooms. Wow, I didn't see a lot of lovey-dovey, a lot of touchy-feely, a lot of baby, a lot of sweetheart. It wasn't that. No so affection. It's bigger than I would be this way if I was dating a man. It's kind of awkward, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be like baby in front of, because I just didn't grow up like that. I wasn't surrounded by that. So it's kind of doing something and not knowing you doing it for real. So she's calling something out, and I'm like, I don't even really
realize that I did that.
Yeah,
like
I don't even. But I noticed so easily because I was just.
I wanted to call Babe today. You're calling me Kandyce.
It was just so. It's interesting.
You know she dragged it for real.
I know she did.
She dragged it from Chicago to Atlanta. She dragged that bitch from Chicago to the A. Like, look, let me show you what you be doing.
Because in my mind, it was something I noticed instantly. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait. And now I'm like, baby, we 3 years in. I can't really. I just wanted to know because I had never asked. So I knew kind of what the answer was, but I was like, okay, now I respect, your where you are in this, but I was just like, okay, but I love her mom.
But you know what? That's why communication is so important, right? Because you could feel that type of way, and just how you
think it's one thing, and I'm like, it's a whole nother thing,
right? And y'all both are right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that's why it's so important, because even you saying like, yo, I wasn't even brought up around affection and stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah. People don't understand how important communication is, because it's stuff that you don't even realize is different because of how you grown up.
Yeah,
you know,
because it's like you know what it was. It's like as soon as like we step foot in her mom's house, it's just formal, and it's like her natural instinct. Like it's nothing that I think that she even, like you said, like it's like, hey Kandyce, you
but when
hungry?
she called it out, I was like, oh, okay, I guess I should, change that.
But not because after she explained it, I understood.
Right, I don't even know that I'm doing that.
So it wasn't no fight after that. It was just like, okay.
It's natural. It's just natural. Like,
that's real.
Yeah.
She baby.
It's so interesting, but that was definitely interesting for me.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
And in general, when it comes to Haitians, like, is being gay like a common thing? Because I only know like one other person that's Haitian that's gay. So like, is that common?
I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of Africans, Haitians, Dominicans, all these cultures who try to act like it's just such this, they have this negative mindset around it. It's like, bro, your brother was probably gay, your daddy was probably gay, your sister was probably, your daughter, like it's like, it's your whole
the dog, the cat, the pig.
It's like, but they try to, you know what I'm saying, act like it don't exist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna lie to you. Gay is just everywhere.
It is.
Yes.
It really
it's just everywhere, and it's not a cultural, like it's not. It's everywhere. You know, you can't get past that. But how people deal with it, how people approach it, they just approach it in a way that's way more strict.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Like in Africa, there's certain places in Africa you get jail time.
It's crazy
for being gay.
That's
you
crazy.
get what I'm saying?
And shout out to Africa, because they be tuning in too.
They definitely be tuning in.
And they know that there's facts. You know what I'm saying? And but not everywhere in Africa. Let's make that clear. Just some places. Mm-hmm. So that's more of a, I don't know. It's kind of case by case basis. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of, every culture has gay people.
I already know shit.
But shout out to the parents that just accept their kids and love their kids, because I can say even like my wife come from a Jamaican family, but luckily her parents are very accepting, and it means so much to y'all kids.
Man, when eXeL walked through that door, she said, "Wagwan!"
You say it's not a boy.
Where's the rude boy? Where you bring rude girl?
She gives her all the terms she ever heard in her life. She's so
and now her wife's last name Gonzalez. I know they pissed like, yo, you took her from a Jamaican last name to a Spanish last name.
My Jamaican wife is definitely Gonzalez.
She didn't even put your last name at the end of her last name. It ain't even hyphenated.
That just means you doing what you need to do. That's all.
You see the hat? You see the hat right there?
Get you one. All right, so let's talk about how y'all met. Let's get into y'all love story. Who shot the shot first?
Candyce, you know
I'm about to say,
Candyce.
don't say I feel like Candyce did.
You know
I had to think
Candyce
about
did.
that. I just had to think about
You know I
that.
slid in them DMs.
Yeah, I had to think about
First of all, shout out to our friend Chanel. We have a mutual friend.
Nelly G.
And she, okay. Oh my God, this is
Look,
crazy.
you're getting butterflies. You're getting tongue twisted.
I just love this story. It's
Yeah.
really like honestly, if we ever split, this is still gonna be my favorite story.
Aww.
So
Like the Titanic.
no, for real. So I was living. We were both from Chicago.
Okay.
By the way, crazy thing. We went to the same elementary school. We went to the same high school. I didn't know her though. We didn't know. She's old. She's a year older, but I didn't know her. I don't know. We didn't know each other.
I knew everybody. My high school was different. But.
So
And I knew of her, but I was.
but not in high school.
I'm talking about these like before we started dating.
Okay.
I knew of you.
Right. I didn't know her at all. I hadn't heard from her. I didn't know nothing. So my friend, she was trying to do a podcast, and so she was telling me for weeks, I want you to come to my podcast. I want you to come. And I'm like, okay, but I'm super homebody. So I told her like, I'm gonna come. This particular week, I was really not coming. That's the thing. I wasn't.
Hey,
coming.
people be doing that to us.
I'm a send-off queen. I'm not like
Damn.
super send-off queen. So when she told me the address, I was like, that's 6 minutes away. That's like 5 minutes away from me. I don't got no excuse
You
no
ain't had
more.
no excuse.
Okay,
not to
no
come.
excuse.
My hair wasn't done. Like I was in the midst. I had like a little glue in the end, so I was taking the hair out. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to throw in the hair because today she gonna cut me off. If you know how your friends be like, all right, now you can only keep canceling so many times.
I'm the cutoff. I'm cutting you off.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go. It's 6 minutes away, whatever. I jump in a little cute outfit, whatever. I'm super chilling. She tell me the address. I get in the Uber. Now, mind you, at the time I was dating my ex, and so she was gonna come with me.
Wait, what?
Yes,
Yeah, girl.
I was gonna invite her with me, cause like I didn't really go out. She went out way more than me, so I was like, well, I'm going out. So you want to come
But
with
she
me?
wasn't planning on meeting me. It was her friends.
I didn't know her.
Clean it up.
Thank you for clearing that up for me.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I'm sorry
Bring
for
her
not saying
extra
that.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on meeting her. It wasn't.
Period.
So you didn't know her.
No,
we didn't
no.
know each
Talking
other.
about you.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you didn't know her.
Look, see, she argumentative.
So,
Let's not talk about that.
so nobody, like, we didn't know each other.
Yes.
And so I didn't even know where I was going. I didn't know who. Girl, I'm thinking she done rented out an Airbnb. You know, because we're downtown. So
That's
I'm like,
what people do
About
that.
our podcast, by the way.
no, literally. So my friend, she lives in the suburbs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know who she's, whatever. That's 6 minutes away. I don't got no excuse. I'm going. So I get up, get dressed. I asked my partner at the time if she wanted to come. She said no because she needed to take care of our dog. He wasn't feeling well. All right, cool. She stayed. All I know, I get to the place, beautiful building, just outstanding. So I'm like, okay, she done got her little, I don't know, this Airbnb. She tells me,
She swears to Airbnb.
yeah,
What
she
do you
tells
think?
me, this is my friend Haiti, blah, blah, blah. What she called her, Shay Shay. That's her nickname. So she's
Yeah.
like, this is my friend Shay. I'm like, okay, whatever. Still didn't meet this person. She's like roaming around because she's a great host to this day. So
Oh, it
she's,
was your house.
it was her house.
Airbnb. Sold.
Can I get your number?
No, literally.
I'm single.
But mind you, I lived down the street. So I'm literally like, okay, who does Chanel know in this area? She doesn't even visit downtown often. So I'm like, okay, this had to be an Airbnb. I didn't think. So then she tells me that this is Shay Shay's house. This is Shay Shay. So I'm like, okay, whatever, still, okay, whatever. So we're in like a, like the high rises have
We
like
was
the
on the
joint,
rooftop.
the rooftop areas.
Period.
So I'm like, okay. She comes up, she's Shay Shay.
I mean,
But
that's
my
my
friend Chanel, she's like, oh, this is Shay Shay. So how you doing, sweetheart?
Ooh.
Oh, then she sweetheart you, huh?
But wait, this is the gag. Y'all better really gag. This is how lesbians is so funny. So my other ex,
She just look it off like.
I have another ex
crazy.
that was there. Because yes, I know, and she's
Y'all know
like,
this the queen of
Yo,
exes.
It's so
no,
funny.
For real.
So my other ex was there, and we're friends. And her and my ex's brother, it was cooking the food.
Okay.
So I see her. My other ex, she look at me like, you on some bullshit. Cause I don't know what I looked like, but I don't know the minute I seen her, I was just like, who is this? Yeah. You know, like she was just so different. She had a little African shirt, you know. You know, so I'm just thinking like, who is this person? But it was her energy. I just carry
myself differently.
Okay, it was her energy and her aura. Mm-hmm. But mind you, I'm sitting here, my girlfriend at home, baby. That phone was in that pocket.
Okay.
But mind you, I'm also in a polyamorous relationship.
Yeah, so it's not no sneaking going.
So I'm okay to feel these things. It wasn't like I was, you know, but I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. But mind you, my ex at the time, she was seeing somebody, like, they were like seeing each other, but this was my first time. I wasn't dating anybody. I wasn't feeling nothing. I was just chilling. I went outside. This is why, y'all, don't go outside. Because the minute I went outside was the minute that, like, I just miraculously ran into this human being that I was just so intrigued with from the moment I seen her.
Welcome back
outside. I had been outside for months. I know my ex be like, this bitch never should have been outside today. So at this point, mind you, at the time, I'm about to move to London. It's like December, what, baby? It was like December.
It was right before the New Year. I literally went to Mexico for New Year, and we were on FaceTime like Happy New Year, and we had just met.
My flight was January.
You calling somebody at 12?
My flight was. We skipping the broom with that one. Yeah. My flight was January 3rd.
Yeah.
To leave to London. I met Haiti December.
It was literally right before like Christmas.
It had to have been like December 12th.
So was your ex moving to London with you?
I was moving there with her because it was for her job.
Got you.
So, you know, we had made a big announcement on Instagram. We're leaving. That. You remember?
Yep.
So at this point, you know, we're getting ready to go. Bags are packed. House is sold. Condo sold. Like, cool. At this point, I meet her. We had a red cup. This is so funny.
She is crazy.
I only drink wine out of wine glasses.
Yeah.
Shout out to the girls who get it. So
get it.
Okay.
So she comes up and Chanel's like, "Do you got any wine upstairs?" Blah blah blah. She like, "Yeah, I'll go get some." So she comes up to me with the wine with this cup. I said, "What'd I say, babe?"
You don't have a glass.
I said, "You don't have a glass?" So she like, okay. So she goes up to her place, her condo.
The Airbnb.
To go the Airbnb to go get the glass.
Yeah.
Mind you, she has a whole girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit.
She has a whole situation going on. So at that point,
y'all stressing me out.
Yeah, it's baby, it's
my
stress.
wife can't go nowhere fucking with
Don't let her go outside. So at this point, we're getting to know, but she already know I'm a Cancer. She know everything about me.
Who don't know her birthday? She makes it a holiday. It's all over the city. It's like a plane riding by. That motherfucker say happy birthday, Kandyce Hogan. Like, man, chill out, bro. You doing too much.
Mind you, I never knew that. I didn't know her. Again, I didn't know her, but she knew like little things about me.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're just.
I'm a Cancer too, though. That's why
we're both Cancer.
Cancers is crazy.
I'm a
Are
Cancer
y'all June
too.
or
July. We're a week apart.
Oh, a week apart.
Yeah, so I know that stuff.
It's really emotional in our house.
First of all, I want to exclusively invite y'all out to my Cancer season Playboy lingerie party.
No way. That would be so cute. I love it.
It's going to be in A?
June 22nd.
Oh, for real?
Okay,
Yes.
cute.
All right, but anyway, okay, so both of y'all was dating somebody y'all was about to cheat.
Yeah, but she was poly.
No, we was not about to cheat.
So you was poly.
I was monogamous at the time.
Okay.
So we started having a conversation. Mind you, we're in this big space. It's like I don't see anybody. We didn't see nobody. It was just kind of like we're just in this place. God, thank God the girlfriend didn't come downstairs because at that point I'm talking about we like.
What's crazy is I kept telling her to come downstairs, but that's just going to show you how the universe works.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother story.
So they were in like a weird space, which I didn't know at the time. And one thing that I really appreciate about her, and I want to say this on the record, because I'm sure. I never knew.
You know people gonna be watching.
Yeah.
I never knew that she was. I didn't know. You know how like you meet women and they know that they in a fucked up space with their partner, and you know because they get to talking crazy and doing them.
I think that's so lame when you in a relationship and you dogging the person you in a relationship with because y'all not in a good space. That's so lame.
Like I'm not happy. Like
that's so lame to me, bro.
I just met you 10 minutes ago.
Y'all gotta but
that's so lame to me. Like you a lame. Men, women, I don't care who you are. If you dog the person that you went to other people that you just met, and it ain't your friend or somebody close to you where you having a deep conversation, you a lame.
Yeah,
That's lame.
So one thing about it, she didn't do that, and so
she didn't even know we was.
I had no clue. I damn near didn't even know the person I'm saying. I didn't know. You know, it was just whatever. So at this point, you know, we're talking, and we're getting to know each other. We're off in the corner just talking, and our friends around are like, okay, hello, we're here, but we're here. Yeah. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, you know, whatever, y'all. At that point, I'm just thinking, my girlfriend, my girlfriend, she's texting me. I'm like, oh, I'll be home in an hour. The hour turns into 2 hours. 2 hours turned into, man, now it's like 12 at night in the morning.
Yeah,
I know.
And then my girl at the time was upstairs doing whatever she was doing. I don't even know what she was doing. She was being a weirdo. You know.
Well, you ain't want her to come down cock block.
No.
But that's how silent I am though.
Your energy said, "Hey, bitch, stay on."
But I'm saying, she was invited. When I went back upstairs to get the wine, I said, "You sure you don't want to come downstairs?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that goes to show you the universe sometimes positions things because some things just truly aren't good for you and they not where you're supposed to be. Some things are just a learning experience. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like even with us being able to meet during that time, you know, it was like, okay, cool. But the way the things kind of unfolded, I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm just going to let things be what they are. Yeah. We didn't force nothing.
Scary.
We didn't force anything, situation. You know?
So at that point, we're talking more and more and more. And our friends are peeping everything, but you know how friends be just egging shit on. And we wasn't really thinking too deep. It was just like, okay, we're getting to know each other. We started talking about polyamorous. And so I'm like, yeah, my partner's at home. I'm polyamorous, blah, blah, blah. She like, the only reason you doing that is because you missing something. It gotta be because I could never do that. She started judging me.
I didn't say I could never do that. I didn't say I could never do that.
Baby was judging me in the door.
But I was definitely like, why you poly? Because I wanted to know the reason behind it. Yeah. And I felt like people who, I'm just being honest. I felt like at the time, if you poly, you're literally trying to get bits and pieces from multiple people and make it this one thing. Because you don't feel like you've met the person who possesses all of these things that you want. But then once I took a step back and then, you know, I started to kind of do my own research because I'm not one of those people that's just going to go along with something that you say. I was like, okay, I also don't like being confined. I'm also one of those people where I don't like feeling confined. Right. And to be honest, sometimes I think us as humans, we start to treat other people like our partners instead of looking at them like a human. Like, you can't be attracted to anyone else. You can't find anyone else cute. You can't find it. And it's like you asking someone to be something that goes against nature. It's in our nature to find someone attractive. It's in our nature to be attracted to other people. You know, it might not even be in a sexualized way. You know what I'm saying? You might just be attracted to the conversation. You might be attracted to intellect. You know, so once I started to research on my own and I started to kind of, I'm like, damn, I'm low key probably poly. But then I was like, nah, I'm not poly. I'm just non-monogamous. Like, I don't.
Damn, what the fuck?
I was like, I think monogamy is somewhat unnatural. If you really want me to be honest with you, I think marriage is a business.
Whoa. You better have me go home like, hey baby,
so that's a whole.
You gotta talk.
But she knows my standpoint, and and just because I think marriage is a business doesn't mean I'm not interested in it. I just feel like we gotta enter into a business situation where it benefits both of us. You know, a lot of people enter marriages and one person is benefiting and the other one isn't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest. Yeah. When you get into a contract with the government overall, because that's what you're doing, because it's not about love. It's not about love, to be honest with you, once you get into the whole, like, government entity situation. But that's a whole nother story. I ain't going to get too deep with y'all. Yeah. They're going to be like, oh, hold on, this motherfucker going to way off the edge. But it's just kind of like I started to open up my mind more. And I was like, okay, this is different, you know. And I didn't judge her from at that point. But what I did, I took what she told me and I did my own research. And a lot of people don't do their own research. They just go off of what somebody tell them. And then now they're trying to appease her. Like, I could see that she's probably dated people that probably wasn't interested in being poly. Right. But they just did it because they like.
Because Kandyce know how to convince people to be poly. Yep. Kandyce like, you sure?
But I have another person. I want to introduce y'all.
And the persons can be people.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
So hold on. All right. So
Cancel that flight to London.
Right.
She's like, yeah, that London trip.
Well, she didn't cancel it. They just
So
yeah, hold on. So we're gonna get back to the poly, but to sum that up, you canceled the flight to London.
Hold on now, wait a minute. So I know y'all into the episode, but just 1 minute. We got a special announcement for y'all real quick.
Listen, we have a lot of single people, a lot of couples, a lot of people into a lot of things. And you know what we into? We into the adult toys at shopstarship.com.
Ooh, y'all get 15% off because y'all are super special and y'all watch our episodes. Y'all get 15% off with the code No Homo Show when you go to shopstarship.com.
Listen, y'all, they got everything you need, everything you didn't even know you wanted.
Hey, you can just try something new if you feeling like you need to keep a little spontaneous. Starship got you.
That's a fact. And if you're in Atlanta, y'all can pull up to the Starship store. But anywhere around the world, go to shopstarship.com.
Back to the episode.
let me get it there.
It's
So what
much to
happened
unpack
was,
here.
long story short, that night I could not stop thinking about her. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I can't express like what I was feeling, but it was like, this is crazy. I have not, like, my ex was literally like enjoying somebody else's company. I was talking to a girl that was like long distance. We had never met. We still to this day ain't never met.
Damn.
But it was a situation where it was just like, I go out one time and now I feel like a lot, you know? So again, I started to feel like, so it was heavy. That night I went home and I wrote her on Instagram. And this is when, because mind you, we didn't exchange numbers or nothing. We genuinely just talked all night. She left and I left.
How you find her Instagram?
My friend tagged her in a post.
Yeah, we was posting that night.
I was
And you never recorded the podcast, did you?
No.
That's some bullshit.
I did. They was in a she.
It was like an interview with her.
She was interviewing me.
Okay.
So at that point, I'm just like, damn. So I slide in her DM and I say, like, it's so funny. I was just looking at these messages the other day. I was like, I put my number in there and I was like, I was like, what did I say, babe? I said, you could do what you want with that. No, I said something and she said, what you want me to do with that?
Ooh.
And I said, you do what you want to do. I said, you do what you want to do with it.
Yeah, but that was kind of like, I was like you know, I feel like she just has a lot of fans. So I feel like when she hit me, it was just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, she just sent her number. But at the time, I was like, what you want me to do with that? You know, like, I know you know, like, I know your situation. You about to leave and go to London. You know, I'm in my situation. So I was just kind of like, what you want me to do with that? Like, it might not be a time for us right now. You know what I'm saying? In my head, I'm just like, I don't know.
Was it a time, honey?
But then, shit, I don't know what happened after that.
After that, no, she said that and then she went to sleep. So the next day, mind you, I kid you not, and I promise you this story is so crazy. My ex, I woke up the next morning, my ex was sitting on the edge of the bed. And she was like, you met somebody last night, didn't you?
Ooh. How she know?
She felt it. I don't know.
She felt it.
I don't know.
Girl, you was in your dream like.
That's that woman's intuition.
Because again, you gotta think.
You said Haiti all night. What do you mean?
But
What the fuck is Haiti?
Have you been to Africa? But it's so funny because she literally said that, like, you met somebody, but this is again, I'm a homebody. So what was keeping me out?
Yeah,
something was keeping me out.
To just stay out like that.
True.
So she wasn't like blowing my phone up or nothing because I was only 6 minutes away. But she was like, "This is different." She felt it. We know as women.
Whether she met somebody or not, the type of dynamic they had, that was kind of just like a conversation to be had, not something that should have been so like. She started to kind of just tweak out after that, you know.
But wait, after that, I ended up. She said, and I said I did. But another thing was, me and Haiti, we had took like a little shot or something, and she was like, "Who's?" She went to my friend's social media and she's like, whose hand is that next to you? And Haiti had on like all her jewelry and I had on my ring, so it just looked very like, oh, who is that? And so she was like really like doing what girls do, doing her research.
Hell yeah.
So she's on 6 more pages, and she's like doing the work. And I'm like,
Let me see
that
that
was
bangle
just
somewhere on somebody else's
yeah,
story.
she's like, who is that? You know. And so at that point, we just went from there. Again, Haiti, we ended up talking on the phone, like eventually texting. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was just organic. It wasn't forced. Mm-hmm. We remember when she was playing hard to get.
Can't go to London.
Yeah, but she didn't go to
before
London.
Before
we got other topics. Why you ain't go to London?
That's what she's saying. Why you ain't
go to London, Kandyce?
Because I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. And she gave me an ultimatum.
Yeah,
you did?
No, she did.
That's the basis of it.
And what she said?
What was the ultimatum?
She said when we started getting like consistent, and she started feeling
in those 2 weeks.
In those 2 weeks. In that little time, I kid you not. She told me either you stop talking to her. Mind you, I'm poly. She knew. She met me.
And she's talking to somebody.
And she was dating.
And she was talking to somebody.
See, it's all good.
That poly shit.
Yeah.
Crazy, boy.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It was the craziest thing ever because it's like, how dare you? I done let girls done came over. I done been out. We knew what it was, but it was the connection here was too strong.
Right.
Yeah.
And her connection wasn't as strong with who she was speaking with.
Yeah, when you see somebody building a stronger connection with somebody and y'all don't have a strong connection, I mean, I think the adult thing to do is to kind of just back away. But the way you back away is what says a lot about you.
So she
as a
told
person.
me if I could not, because mind you, London was for her job.
Right.
They were paying for us to come there to live there for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So when I met her, I just kind of started to feel like we were already in our own space, but I started to feel like something's like, I don't know, like maybe life is just happening. And so when she told me that she said either you cut her off or you can't go to London with me.
Oh, and you said I ain't going to London then.
I ain't going.
Wow. So what happened next?
Devastating. A lot of life happened after that.
She moved to New York.
I was about to say, because where'd you go? Okay, so you went to New York.
A lot of life. I didn't go to New York instantly. I went and moved with a friend of mine.
Okay.
And that was one of the first friends that Haiti met. So I went and moved with her. She let me like stay. She had a big house. She let me stay in one of her rooms. I crashed there, me and my dog. It was a fight about the dog situation, of course, lesbian shit. It was a back and forth about that. She wanted to still take my dog, but my dog was gifted to me from somebody else.
That was
from
your
another
dog.
ex.
My dog.
Another ex bought me that dog.
Queen of the exes!
XYZ.
Another ex bought me that dog,
Yeah.
and then, while I was with my partner at the time, so me and my partner did
What?
literally.
Girl, we can't keep up.
It's a lot. So I bought. Pretty much, I had the dog. It was our dog, me and her dog. My ex just bought it for me as a birthday gift. It wasn't like our dog. It was just me and her dog. But it was cool. She wanted to take the dog. That was a big fight. But I still was like, I can't stop fucking with her. Like, if you're giving me ultimatum, I don't do well with those. Anytime anybody's ever done that, I've always done the opposite.
It was bigger than us at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Didn't go.
You dated your relationship?
That's what I'm saying. I don't really disclose my personal business.
Okay, period.
No.
Please. I already told you bitches before we started. I'm a very private motherfucker, so you can go ahead and go to the next question.
No. I ain't trying to be on no yay shit, but look. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't feel the need to tell her. We had just kind of connected, so I didn't feel the need to disclose all the shit that
I had no clue what she was
all
going
the
through.
shit that I'm going through at home with my ex. It was like that's really none of your business until me and her started to get to know each other on a deeper level. Then now I could probably tell you what's going on in my life, and now that I see you not going to London and all of that, okay, we getting a little closer. But at that point in time, the thing is, me and my ex, we were already I was moving. I told my ex basically, after this place, I want to go get my own place and you go get your own place. I didn't feel like we were coexisting well. So I just wanted to live separately. But then she gave me the ultimatum, well, if we can't live together, then we can't be together.
Damn.
And I said,
I ain't gonna lie, that do seem backwards to me. Because I seen another couple going through that, and it's like, yo, if y'all together,
right,
and then like you supposed to be growing, but then you want to move apart. That's like the opposite of growing.
Yeah. But some people got self growth to do.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So self-growth is more important than the growth in a relationship.
Yeah.
So I knew self-growth within myself and within her was very much so needed.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying we can't live together right now because I'm trying to be a bachelorette.
Yeah,
no,
I
that's
feel
not
that.
what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm saying that you need to,
Work on
go work on yourself.
Yeah.
I work on me, and then maybe we could revisit this another time because right now it's a lot on me.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I'm maintaining the household. I'm taking care of a lot of things, and on top of that, I have to deal with a lot of your emotional issues.
Right.
So let's just kind of take a step back.
Yeah.
But now you're giving me the ultimatum of, okay, well, if we can't live together, we can't be together. Okay, that's cool. I'm one of those people. I could be very detached. When I want something, and when I know in my heart that this is what I want and this is what I desire, I don't really let anybody get in the way of that.
Y'all giving real Cancer vibes. First of all, like the stay at home, like the little like introvert, the cutting people off. I feel
Introvert,
y'all.
extrovert, for real.
I feel y'all on that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's what happened with that.
Okay,
So
so
I ended up not going, and then we just.
And I moved out, and I left my ex the crib.
Damn, you left her the penthouse Airbnb?
It was,
Airbnb!
it was only
Airbnb.
I guess she had renewed it for like an extra couple months or whatever, but it was none of my business. I went and got me a crib,
Okay.
and and she was there, so that was what it was.
And then I moved to New York. And so I lived in New York for a year. And so at that point, that's when the real dating started. We went through a lot. The real dating started when in New York. She would come visit me in New York. But before I even decided no London, it was heavy. Like, as a Cancer, when you like somebody, she was pulling up in front of my house. We would be in front of the house for hours. Because at this point, it's out in the open. My ex knows that I'm, like, liking her. She, blah, blah, blah. But we in front of the house for hours, y'all. She's pulling up on me. Like,
we lived down the street from each other.
We sitting in the car watching movies. No. This is before New York.
yeah, so it's crazy that you felt that way and then you moved to New York. Because I would have felt like, damn.
Well, I still needed to do what was for me.
Yeah.
Chicago is where we're born and raised, but that's not my home. So I wanted to go to New York for the year, just like I'm in Atlanta now. This is not my home.
She don't look at anything as home.
You know?
I mean, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
because sometimes we can.
Yeah. So as
I'm pulling up.
yeah, like where are you going? But so that's where it was. So
home
I was
is
like,
where you say is home.
Yeah.
Wherever you feel like it's home.
and
is
so
home.
I was like, I'm going to New York, and that was even better though, because it was like now you can visit. She had never been to New York. Now we in New York, so we having a blast.
Yeah.
Okay, a blast was it was like my ex had already moved to London. Mind you, tickets was bought, everything was done. All of it. I don't know what happened with that on the back end, because that was really like her shit. But like, yeah, it was a rough time for me personally, because we had just sold the apartment.
Yeah.
The person who bought the apartment was somebody
crazy.
it was, she had bought it. It was her condo.
Oh, it's a condo.
Yeah, okay. I keep forgetting that thing. So it was a condo.
Okay.
And she sold it to somebody that I knew.
Oh wow.
But it was just a
See,
mess.
when you involve, because emotions and then other
Oh,
people,
it got ugly.
yeah.
It got ugly.
Okay.
It got ugly for a little bit.
So can we just skip forward to like the poly where you were saying
That
that?
shit.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
So
She emotional. She be like talking about something. She be like, look, I gotta tell y'all everything.
I appreciate it. We need a timeline, okay? But for the poly, when you said how you felt like somebody's not fulfilling all your needs, that's probably how a lot of people perceive poly. But then you said you researched it. So what out of that poly stuff made you think, oh, I get it?
Well, I kind of already that's a deeper level. I've already dated people who I wasn't taking seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I just enjoyed their time or their company or maybe certain characteristics about them.
Same.
So let's just be real here. We've all been in a poly situation, whether it was voluntary or involuntary. So that's just, I started to understand, like, women date dudes who be having 3 other girls and they know about it and they fighting with the other girl. Like, y'all all sleeping together. Lesbians date other lesbians who was just sleeping with this lesbian.
You're not selling me on it.
I'm not saying.
No, you're not selling me on it.
I'm just saying, when I was thinking about it, I was like, I'd rather people just be truthful.
Right.
So that's where I'm gonna sell you onto that, even though I'm not trying to sell.
No, I know you're not trying to sell, but I want to understand because I'm
Yeah.
open to perspectives. So basically, because you said it's unnatural to kind of be committed to one person,
I feel
that you rather you be 100% open.
It's just and I had to learn that, you know what I'm saying, through her as well, because it was like honesty is everything, not just in a non-monogamous relationship, but even in monogamy. And I don't even think we should really like judge people's situation. Whatever makes somebody happy is what makes them happy.
True.
You know, when people say, "Oh, I could never do something," that's you.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? And you might have done things that I'd be like, I can never do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just the truth of it all. I feel like non-monogamy, as long as you make it work for you, then that's what it is. I just would rather. A lot of people are in relationships and they don't really know what's going on for real. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know the backstory for real. And I just would rather have that communication, you know, with her, with myself. Because some people lie to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's a deeper rooted issue. But when I saw how open and honest it was, and I have been in situations where I dated people, like I said, and I kind of really didn't care like what they had going on. It was like, how do you treat me? How do you act with me? How are you carrying me? That's what mattered to me. So whatever you got going on outside of me never mattered to me.
So when you
I was like, okay, I get it. I've done it, but unknowingly done it. So when I talked to her about it though, I was like, okay, but you still picking, like you taking bits and pieces from people and you trying to create this one character. You know, and she was like, no, I mean, you just, it's like love, but you're not basically, it has no limit. You don't have to put a limit on love or who you love. And I was like, okay. And like I said, I kind of started to do some, you know, I just kind of did some self-reflecting, and I was like, I've done that unknowingly. Been cool with somebody, dating somebody, and was just like, well, how you treat me? Do we have a good time? Do we kick it? Do we do our thing? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't care, as long as there wasn't no drama. So I was like, okay, I can understand that. And then I look at it like community too. I look at it like community, but that's a whole nother story. We're not gonna get into that.
So the crazy thing is, I remember when we recorded the No Homo Show, you were down and out, and I feel like you felt like y'all broke up.
Oh my God, we were going through a lot.
Yeah, that was when I was learning. When she was teaching me.
Did I tell you I was down and out, or you just felt it?
No, I think you told us, but maybe you told us off record.
Sorry. Oh, probably.
Can't tell this motherfucker.
It might have been energy too, though. You could.
No, she was sad. She was sad because she felt like y'all was done.
I was really going through a dark time. At that time.
And then you made all the clips black and white. I can tell. Fucking raindrops.
That's just what she do, man.
Yeah. And then it was kind of hard to understand because it's like, yo, I think you got somebody's number or something. Was it something like that?
Are we getting into infidelity?
Let's get into infidelity.
Okay,
because it's crazy to talk about infidelity and then in a poly relationship.
It's still possible.
And what kind of poly are y'all? Because there's more than one type of poly.
That's another thing.
We right now we don't know exactly what's happening.
Okay.
We just know we locked in, but
I'm a kitchen table polyer.
Who?
So
a kitchen.
That's when.
Kitchen table.
So like, that's when like you want everything out in the open. I don't mind if my like.
Oh, okay.
If my partners are all like know each other, you know, some people they like poly. They like to be. Like, say for instance, if I'm dating somebody, she doesn't really ever want me to meet them. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a form. But I'm the one. I love like all my people to be together. Not together as like being sexually together.
Have to sleep together, right?
Right, but I'm just like, please know her. Please know her.
Yeah.
Please know her.
Like, yo, why Kandyce tripping?
Right.
That's what I like.
But you don't want to know nobody.
That's what I like.
This the thing. It's not that I don't want you to know people. I don't want anybody feeling like they have more control over any. I feel like it should just be kind of an equal understanding. So you could know, you could talk, but I just didn't want like the whole, like, you know how some people likes, it's kind of like set tripping. Like, look, I've been here for 3 years. Who you
Okay.
think you is? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want that. Like,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be about who been here longer. I mean, of course, there should be some respect along the way. But whether you been here before this person, you should still respect them. And that was the issue with the person that I was dating. She just didn't have no respect. And when she did have respect, it was like fake respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to do this because I know this your situation. But it was like, you really, really want to be the only one. And that's where it gets dangerous. Because people will put on masks and act like they okay with something. And then you be like, you really not okay with it. You just doing it because you want me. You know what I'm saying?
This is tough.
So y'all got y'all own definition of poly kind of going on.
So there's the poly where like we choose one extra person and we're all one.
Yeah, like a throuple.
A throuple.
that's
Like,
different.
and then there's other. That's still poly though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
dating
And then
other
there's
people.
poly where like we got our own thing.
Yeah.
You can have your
Separate.
own. That's still poly. All of
Yeah.
that is still
Yeah.
poly.
So is it just one of your own, or can you have like
Nah,
two?
she could be dating multiple
it's
people.
literally whatever you
Candyce?
just, like. No, my next person, I want a couple. I've said it. I date a couple. I really like. I mean, if I do find like a person that I really connect with, but like I actually haven't dated outside. We've been together almost 3 years. I haven't dated anybody outside of.
But that's what I want to say too. We are okay with us with it just being us, but we're also okay with each other dating other people. It's not really like, it's kind of just you don't have to be like,
It's not like
confined to
a
this
forced
whole-
thing. It's just
we're not looking for people. We're not on the internet like searching for poly.
yeah, it's just kind of like organic. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
But you know, that's
So
just it.
do you think that y'all could, like how you said originally, like be that one person, or is still,
We could. We've been doing it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we're
even
pretty
gonna lie to you.
monogamous
We've
right
been
now.
very
I haven't seen y'all with
monogamous.
nobody. Well, I don't follow you yet. I haven't seen you with nobody else.
Nah, we've been real.
I'm pretty surprised. It's been like a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Because even when I was with my ex, I literally like, see, even when I met her, she was all like, yeah, because you had like 5 girlfriends at one point. You know, and I think that's what they think like that's like me all day.
I'm not
every
really
day.
into that though. I'm not.
But
really,
that ain't me all day.
So
every
That's why I
day.
say I don't really. Her vibe and my vibe is a little different. We still on the same page. I'm just in another paragraph. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I know, that's right.
So it's like my paragraph is. I may find interest in someone else outside of the relationship, but I think that's enough for me. I'm not doing no 2-3 people outside of my main person. I don't
I
got
feel
time.
you, 'cause
She
I
don't
want
got
time.
energy.
Time is like
I'm not
crazy.
doing none of that now.
Haiti doesn't want a girlfriend. She wants, like, she's cool with like taking you out, going out to eat, blah blah blah. But she really don't want.
I like vibes, and as long as you respect my partner and my partner, it'd be like, okay, I like her energy, we good. I like vibes.
So where did the infidelity come in a poly relationship?
And how does it come? You?
No.
Oh, I thought you said.
I'm holding my heart.
Okay, and
Not
how
you
does that
still
even
hurt?
a thing in a
Oh,
poly
yeah.
relationship?
Yeah, it
Okay,
hurts.
how did what? I'm
Um,
sorry, I don't mean to bring this up.
Nah, you good.
So
Oh, she crossed her leg.
pretty much, no, I'm hot. No, I'm just saying. So pretty much, like, what happened was when I came to the No Homo Show, we were going through a very dark time. Very dark time. I damn near wanted to cancel the show that day. Like I was
glad you
really
did.
not feeling my best.
All right, yes.
And I haven't felt this way about a person in decades. Like deeply root. Like as an adult, I feel like I haven't really experienced heartbreak. And so
She's the heartbreak.
I may have caused it.
We know it.
Take some
But
time.
I definitely haven't experienced it. And so that particular weekend, I had like seen a girl posting her. It was just like a lot of things that I was putting together, 2 and 2 together to sum it up. I ain't giving no bitch no clout.
Hell nah.
But
Hell no. Haiti, you fucking-
I was, putting 2 and 2 together, and I was just like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Something's happening. I started to feel it. We were going through a dark time at home. So me even being in Atlanta was giving her space. So
And then the dark time we was going through had nothing to do with us.
yeah, it wasn't.
It was
yeah,
just us.
it's a us thing. Like
Yeah.
my temper and shit like that. We were clashing at that time, like super heavy. And it was a hard time. So I started putting 2 together, and I started feeling something, a woman's intuition. I'm like, something going on, but I can't really put my finger on it. But then I started putting my finger on it.
Okay.
And when
A
I
woman
put my
gonna figure
finger
that
on
shit
it,
out.
ironically enough, the day I put my finger on it was the day I had to come here.
That same day.
That same day.
Ooh.
Right before I got here, I was bawling, crying on my friend's fucking floor.
Oh. Is that why you had on glasses that day?
Yes.
Oh.
And so
now y'all gonna put up a little clip of the whole interview talking about this today.
Yeah,
Read her energy. Look at her shoulder.
Yes.
Look at how she's turned in the chair.
Yes. So that's how it was. And I ain't ashamed about it. It is what it is.
Yeah,
I took it, to the head. But I was very I was in dark space that day. And so I was like, I committed to this, I still gotta go. And so I came, did the interview. After the interview, we were, feuding. But at this point, I still didn't have like full-on proof about nothing. Everything was still up in the air. Long story short, things started coming to the forefront. Her and the girl shared the same birthday, so that was mind you. Remember how we met?
They
Cancer.
shit in common.
Same birthday.
Yeah.
We had the same birthday and year.
Yeah.
Very weird.
So
Very
mind you, one of my things when I met Haiti, I'm the first lesbian that she's ever dated. She dates straight girls.
For sure.
Okay.
So
No, I don't date straight girls. I date whoever
I feel that. That's
like.
what we said on our last episode.
I don't. It's just
It just happened to be like that.
Yeah.
right.
You like who you like?
And so she's also into BBL culture.
You like the BBL?
Yeah. So she like
Why she had to throw that out there?
I'm saying so that's I'm just trying to give y'all a picture.
So the girl she was talking to was BBL.
No, it wasn't that. I'm just saying I'm trying to give y'all the views of the vibes, So
Cancers and BBLs.
your cancer ain't got a BBL, you got a shot.
Got it.
That's cat.
So I'm just kidding. But you
about to get them DMs. So you done started
So at this point, I'm a different type of girl. I'm not I'm just a super cool sexy. I can't explain. I'm a different type of sexy.
And she's naturally sexy.
And it's just kind of
she don't need enhancements.
I'm more of the
Hyper up.
but not even the body. I'm talking dress wise, the way I am. She was used to dating women that are more exposed. They they ass out, they titties are out. That's her thing.
Well, I worked in a strip club for a long time, so
that was her thing. So when I met her, that was something I was like, I'm not even your type.
Yeah.
I'm not your type. I look like a bro standing next to you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little insecure in the beginning about that. Once I started liking her, I'm like, damn, I'm not even her type. Long story short, when she had ended up meeting the girl, that's the type of girl it was. Bitch her ass out, body was nice. She was pretty. Mm-hmm. She was a pretty girl, hands down. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It never was about nothing else but how they met. She went out one night to a friend's birthday party. The girl was there. They met, blah, blah, blah. She didn't come home. She came home later than the usual.
What?
I felt it in my gut. I fucking went ballistic. I spazzed out. And mind you, I didn't know nothing at this time. I completely lost it.
It sounds like how you met her. Damn.
Yeah. I spazzed out, whatever. I was like, okay, cool. But mind you, the only difference was me and my girl it wasn't like I was cheating. I just was having a good time. It wasn't like that. But me and Haiti were in a very, 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 very dark spot. And so it was kind of she went out, ironically met a motherfucker that she actually clicked with, and it just went to hell from there. I kid you not. I would not sit on here and flex. It has been hell. It was hell from there.
So the biggest part was she didn't communicate it with you. Is that the biggest issue?
That was the issue.
I'm trying to figure out how is it cheating when it's poly. That's
because let me tell you this.
Because
we didn't have an agreement that we were in a poly situation at that time. We were
Did she know that rule?
Yes, she knew that rule. She the one said that she wasn't ready.
No, she told me we had an agreement we're not dating other people. Let's just get to the basis of it. We had an agreement that we weren't dating other people at the time, but we were going through a lot of things, and you know how it is when you're going through a lot of things. It kind of sometimes your character, you do things and you be like, dang, I did that because I wasn't in the right mind. I wasn't in the right headspace or whatever it was. So just to be honest, we wasn't communicating properly overall before I even met the girl. So when I met the girl, it was really just a good time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt like, I was just kind of in a dark spot, and this was kind of like some sunshine a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. But the way that I carried it is what made it. You know what I'm saying? Infidelity is what made it wrong. Mm-hmm. it's not about dating someone else. It's about how you do it. I didn't communicate and tell her, oh, I met somebody. I didn't communicate and say I'm interested in this person. I didn't communicate and say I'm going out with this person.
Yeah.
I kind of just left her in the dark. So that was the bad part. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
And that's what
it was tough.
And y'all were together at that time?
We was just going through a lot.
Yeah,
we was together.
We were going through, and we were living together too.
You know how you get into arguments and you be like, all right, we finna just, call
Fuck
it quits.
Yeah.
But it'd be like, are we really calling it quits?
Yeah.
Or are we really just mad right now?
Because she was like, at that time, like, I don't fucking want to do this no more, blah, blah, blah. But like she said, like, you don't know when it's for real. You like, okay, bitch, go take a break. Because where the fuck you going? It was like that. But in the midst of our chaos, she met somebody. And that's one thing that's like, it's scary. And so...
Yeah.
That's how it be too.
Yeah, that's how it be. That's how it be.
You don't even gotta
meet a bitch like that.
You don't gotta look for it. I'm literally minding my business. You hear me? I'm minding my business. Because I know how to go out, have a good, like, I'm not one of those, I don't even approach women.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, I'm out minding my own business. I just heard her say her birthday. And it was literally the same exact, and I turned around and was like, when your birthday? Now, mind you, throughout the night, all the dudes trying to talk to her, everybody thirsty. I'm not really like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, when your birthday? And then we just started talking from there. And it just went like that. But
no, that's real. Like when you say like you going through a dark place and somebody that you might not even want to be with could be some sunshine.
Man, I wasn't trying to be. That wasn't no relationship that I was trying to get into. It was just kind of like, for sure.
So after that shit, they just it started getting darker. I started like catching on to more things. Then the social media shit started. Then the girl is just like in la la land. She has no clue about me at this point. Because Haiti wasn't really communicating with her.
On to the next question.
Like Haiti wasn't really communicating with the girl like that, like trying to tell her like, what was her. She didn't know until she did.
It was just new for me. Like I've dated people, but I've dated people that knew how to just kind of be like, oh, okay, we just kicking it. With her, it was like instant posting.
Oh, hell.
Like, watching that bitch upload.
When I tell you, I didn't have to ask her nothing. I knew everything I needed to know from this person's page that I didn't even know.
Damn.
So I'm really like, I'm talking about y'all, I'm gutted. I'm talking about I have never been so broken. I'm gutted to the ground.
But it's not just because
it's not because of it's because the person that I sleep with every night is damn near got a whole nother situation, and this bitch is living her life on the side.
Right.
She's living her life. So I'm like, the girl I'm saying, she was like, enjoying her time with a person that she just met. So at this point, I'm like, wow, like this is hurtful, whatever. So we ended up, we going through it. After a while, months went by, we had a conversation. At this point, I want to meet the bitch because you like this bitch.
You want to meet the bitch?
I invited the bitch to my house. Do you hear what I'm telling you?
The bitch over
I did.
She be going too far.
I did.
She be going too far.
I wrote her and I said, where you at? Come over.
I never invite people to my crib. I don't care who you is.
Yeah, she don't
invite
play.
people to my
So
crib.
you didn't even know she was there?
I'm on some
No, she knew.
I'm on some Dirk shit. I got friends that ain't even been to my crib. You hear me? Like,
you gotta be like that.
Like, and that's
she's like that.
And I'm protective of a lot of things. I've been through some, shit. So, but so she invited her over, and I'm like, what y'all on?
Well, this was after we was on the phone for 3 hours. We talked on the phone for 3 hours.
I'm over here ordering pizza, ordering drinks.
I told her order some
dinner. We on the rooftop, kicking the bobos. I'm like, what's going on?
No, but this is the tea, though. This is who I am.
Bro. This is a set.
This is who I am, baby. If you gonna love us both, you finna order that food because she on her way.
Right.
Because at this point, I need to know what is going on.
But was the girl Molly?
No.
That's why it didn't work out.
Moral of the story.
No.
She had just invited her over for a damn forex training, like a forex training, had a chart out like this, bitch. So this is your person, this is where I fall. You'll be right here. As long as we're all connecting and communicating, most importantly, this can all work out.
Girl, like,
how could you even
be? I won't hate it. Oh no, not about no Molly.
I just met a girl at a party. I didn't even know she was married.
Right, basically.
That's crazy.
No, for real, because at that point, one thing about me, I don't get in between love. I can't. I know what that feels like. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm with her. Because what are you really gonna
Tires.
do? As much as you want to stop that thing, I've had days when I wanted to kill her. But I know what that's like.
Your only options at that point, and let's be real, this is with everybody. This is with men, women, I don't care who you are. You either leave or you figure out a way to make it work. So I think in her reality, she was like, well, I've already been poly. I just didn't like how this started.
It was like pure disrespect.
So it was like, it's not the situation that I wouldn't have been okay with. It's how it started. So in her mind, she's like, okay, so if now everything is out on the table, let's see how this is gonna happen, look how this is gonna work out. But the problem was overall, the other girl was not the type of girl you could do that with. And you know,
all I'm gonna say is that shit ended with guns and fucking I'm fighting this bitch. I done took just the worst shit that ever.
It was just stupid.
It was in New York.
It was just dumb.
No, we were in Chicago at this point. We had our own place. I moved from New York. That was year one.
Social media
This
is
is
really
year two.
just social media just ruin lives sometimes. Sometimes it could be a benefit and it could just be a disregard. Like, you know, you never know what it's going. You know,
I always say like
crazy.
poly's. I could imagine poly being hard because once you add somebody, like even if you want to cut it off or you're over them, they could be the one fucking shit up. You know what I mean? Or they could be the one like being disrespectful. So like it don't start and end when you gotta do it with mature people. That's just the bottom line. You can't be doing that shit with
insecure people
who have, you know what I'm saying, like low IQ levels. But that's a whole nother story.
We said next time we doing all type of checks because the way that this whole thing it was just too much. And every single time something happened, it was another blow to me. Every time. I was just taking blows because it would just be like, I steady gotta relive it. So not only did you go meet a bitch, now I'm finally embracing the bitch and the bitch is delusional.
And she being weird.
She's a weird,
it's like she damn near wanted to, you know, some people really want to be on the side. Like some women
want to be side
some
chicks.
say they don't like.
I think that would have been more fun for her.
So like actually knowing like that my girl knew and I bought you flowers and I bought my girl flowers, like that was kind of like a hold on. Like I just rather just, you know what I'm saying, be doing our thing and that be that. I don't really like all this communication.
It started to be
I don't like all this feng shui going on.
I went to the girl's house. I've been to the girl's house. We went and got nails done before. Like when I tell y'all, like I really started to embrace it because I'm like, okay, cool. Like I asked Haiti, I said, do you like her? You love her? And she thought she did. It was she was in her heavy lust phase. I get it. I can't fight that. I don't fight love. So you know what? Let's go get our.
I was fucking with the girl.
Let's go get our nails done.
I never get on here and cap like I wasn't fucking with her.
Like, you gotta be one strong individual, Kandyce. I ain't gonna lie. Are you different?
I'm very different.
You different because
Very
I don't
different.
know.
It was hard.
I get it, and it sounds so good, but it would hurt me if my woman was loving somebody else.
And if it hurt you to that point,
that might sound selfish or something like that, but
it's not so. This is just your person.
She's
my person. So you gotta know that was a fight for me, and not only that, I wasn't dating nobody else. I wasn't seeing anybody else. Like we were going through shit. It was different.
So would you have felt like that if you were dating somebody else?
I think I would have felt a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, she would still felt, you know.
I still would have felt, you know,
right. You don't come home?
I ain't come home either.
But I think for me too, like, I just love, like, for real, and I be, like, too serious and shit. So, but after that, like, you know, I embraced her. And then the minute I embraced her, it just went left. It was so weird. Like she started doing things that was like copying me. Like she started dressing like me. She started.
Now she got the cut, not the haircut.
No, not even that. It was.
Bitch.
Y'all would have had to been there for that era. It was a very different. It was almost like she loved her so much, and she knew that she loved me so much that she needed to do everything that I did.
Kind of.
Kandyce, I might have just seen the first successful poly relationship, but even last time when you came, I'm still not convinced it's that possible.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, but I think it's, you know, really just
me, Money, and Low lasted 3 years. It can work.
It be a lot of weird poly couples though. That's why I don't even consider myself poly. I just be like, I'm just non-monogamous.
Hold on.
Non-monogamy, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like with every relationship, it's like communication.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Proper communication, honesty, you know, because everybody has a choice.
Yeah.
Right? Even with that situation, she didn't have to stay if she didn't want to stay. You know, she could have, you know, left if she wanted to, you know, but she was like, all right, we finna see what happens from here.
Yeah, because I started to like because the girl just portrayed herself to be somebody else. So once I started to get to know her, I'm like, okay, she's not bad. But in social media, it was a whole different just thing. She was just a whole different person.
I mean, a lot of people
I didn't want anybody attached to me. Because she's attached to me. So if you're attached to her, now that makes you attached to me.
I think polyamory with women is way harder than a man having multiple.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna be honest because the emotion, it's just like a lesbian relationship. Like the emotion is just different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And with a man, it's kind of like a. You know,
women accept men.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's like, different.
That's
you
the
know,
guy.
It's different, but it's like, you know, in a man's position, it's very clear. It's very clear. You know, a lot of people be like, oh, okay, like a lot of the women they know, oh, okay, this is what. But it's like with lesbians and polyamorous, everybody kind of switching roles at some point. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do this, you gonna do that. Like it's like. So it just gotta, you know, you gotta do it with people who have a healthy mindset and, you know, who know how to communicate. But you gonna go through it. You gotta understand too, this was my first my first situation.
She did it all wrong,
yeah,
baby.
so
anything you could do wrong, she did. I was like, I'm gonna die. She's killing me.
Yeah, but that was a learning experience.
Yeah.
Like I had to learn you can't move off of just emotion. You gotta use logic.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, I was moving off emotion. Everything was emotion based. You know what I'm saying? But now, like, if I was to date someone else, if she was to date someone, I never had a problem with her dating someone else, though, as long as they treat her like a queen. You know what I'm saying? As long as they treat her exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see anything less. And I think that's a deeper love. I think it's a deeper love when you are just like, I want to see you happy no matter what.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people only want to see you happy with them.
Right.
We have a real Will and Jada relationship.
Yeah,
it is getting Will and Jada.
If my wife wants to leave me, like, I want you to be happy, but not with nobody else.
Leave and go to the store, bitch.
Go take your career.
Do what you gotta do. When I get to a little bitch forever.
Nah, yeah, it's a process, and I
so
think
petty.
the biggest advice that I can give though to people that relate, couples that are trying it and whatever, don't do it because of a bad time.
Yeah.
I dated a couple while they were going through a bad time. When I tell you, when I left, and that's how you know. Like, broke us apart. The shit that we went through could have broke us done.
Yeah, and women who date people with their partner just to make their partner happy, that's
not a good one.
Like
either.
girls who be like, oh, well, okay, if that's what you want a threesome, I'm gonna do it because
like
you want it.
Like that threesome shit. They
like,
don't want to
you know you don't want to do that.
Bro.
That was me. I did that
like,
shit one time.
Don't do that. Just everything ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
And the more we accept that as a people, we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? It's just like people who have issues with the LGBTQ community. It's like it might not be for you, but you don't gotta have an issue with it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, poly might not be for you, but y'all gotta have an issue with it.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that comes out of this is having communication. Even just as far as a poly relationship, just letting somebody know, like, I'm attracted to this person. Yeah. It's hard to even hear somebody say that, but that communication is real, where, that person's being 100% real to you. Where in some relationships, like, you can't, if you're attracted to somebody, you can't say it. Even if you don't want to be with them, I can't be like, I'm attracted to that person. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you can. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the biggest thing I got out here. Like, even when you did kind of cheat when y'all was still in a poly relationship, like, it's all about that communication.
Yeah. I like to know step by step. Bring me with you. That's just me. Like, I want to know. You met a girl.
Look at it. Look, she looking like this.
You not like literally, but like you met a girl at the club tonight. You like her. You exchange numbers. Okay, cool. Now y'all texting for a week. All right, cool. Now I want to go take her out to eat. Take me, not literally step by step, but like, let me know when the feelings change. And that's all I was asking. Like, we jump from I didn't even know you met a girl tonight. To like,
yeah,
this is a whole nother
I took
thing.
it as a control thing, but then you know, like I took it. That was the problem. I'm like, I don't think you you don't have to have that much control. But it's like it's not just control; it's just respect too. You know what I'm saying? But at that moment, I'm like, you trying to control what I got going on? Right. You know what I'm saying?
I thought we was party.
I thought we was party.
I thought you gonna see me in love.
You don't come between love.
Yes. I promise you. Like,
That's
we skipped
exactly
from
how
A to Z fast.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, but now I know it's just it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
See,
and we don't have
like,
to.
I got y'all boundaries straight.
Oh yeah, but that's
On
we
the
straight
same
with
page
that.
and
Yeah, we
everything.
straight with that. We super straight
Where
with
the
that.
boundaries are there. It's still.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit on here and act like we don't have. I'm still insecure. I still have insecure moments, and that's me being a fucking woman. At the end of the day, like,
How you insecure
I have
poly?
moments.
Ain't that like torture?
No. It's not insecure and poly. It's insecure that what she did to me.
Oh, about the situation.
The
You
situation.
still ain't over that shit.
Huh?
You not over it yet.
Not fully.
No.
Okay.
Not fully.
That's real though.
But we gotta
and
be
that's just
transparent.
me being. I'm not gonna be. People look at me like, oh, you've had. I'm still a woman and I still have feelings and I'm still human.
Mm-hmm.
And so yes, I'm looking in the camera. Yes, I've had very like insecure moments. Sometimes doing that shit, I forgot who the fuck I was. I ain't gonna like. I have some moments and I was sick over it, and I'm not gonna lie, even during that it made me, she brought another side out of me that I didn't even know existed anymore. I was like, oh, you got real feelings. Okay. You cry. Okay, so she actually brought another side out of me that I didn't even know was even a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still be having my moments. I still be like, I ain't forgot. I haven't forgot. You never forget. You don't forget how somebody moved. Yeah. You don't forget.
I got one last question about that, because some people, when like you get cheated on, it's kind of really hard to bounce back from that. Like the trust, like you said, insecurity. So from both y'all perspective, like what advice do you have if someone like is in your position, they want to stay with that person, like how do you work through it? And then for you, how do you regain somebody's trust after basically losing it in the situation?
Right.
Yeah.
I think if you're on my side, I would say I think I battle with bringing it up every time we get in an argument. Like,
don't be
You
that
can't do
guy.
that. If you gonna forgive a motherfucker, you cannot bring that shit up.
Exactly.
Every
And I'm
fucking
learning
time.
that. Like, but it's a process because I felt like I was standing 10 toes up and she kicked me to the ground. Like, it was bad. It was a very, very bad time. So it's like, okay, I'm trying not to bring it up, but bitch, anything that makes me remind me.
I want to say it.
It's like, but it really make you be like, bitch, I was literally like, why like if I ever do something, she's so stupid. It really makes you like, you just have, sometimes you just gotta be like you said, if you forget somebody, try not to bring it up.
Yes, please.
It's hard.
Oh, that's the biggest part.
That is the biggest one.
You cannot.
It's so
if you gonna move forward.
For real.
You have to and if you don't even think you can, you might as well just take a step back.
And we just had that real conversation yesterday.
Oh damn.
This was like 2 years ago.
It wasn't.
Hold on,
2 years ago.
episode.
But
That was almost a year ago, right?
This situation wasn't 2 years ago?
no, hell no. This was like a year ago.
At least a year.
Okay.
This
About
episode was
almost a year ago.
Episode was a year ago.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah. So we just yesterday I finally just had to admit like I'm not over how you did me.
See, but that's true though, because it is like, hey, if we agree to move on, that don't mean she's over them feelings.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
And
so
that's
it
how I
is
had
kind of,
time.
it do become manipulative sometimes when it's like, yo, you said we were going to make this work, but that person still feels that way.
Yeah.
So I do think there needs to be a period of time that like, if they bring this up, you gotta just listen to it.
But see, let me follow up with you on that. But you have to bring it up when it applies.
Oh,
People,
Candyce, you was just bringing it up whenever.
This is what I'm saying. When
You're going to BBL.
What? No, and see that's the It's not, and it wasn't the. And I don't want anybody's. It wasn't the girl. It was how.
If we
gutted
arguing
me.
about one thing and I pissed you off about one thing, let's
about
not
the
talk
dishes,
about some
like-
bitch. The bitch ain't got nothing to do
Yeah.
with what we talking about.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah, I
majority
think
of
that is
people do that though.
No,
That's
they do.
crazy.
And this ain't just so can't nobody that's watching this be like, oh, she took. No,
No.
a lot of y'all do that shit.
Yeah.
Like overall, like, but that be the problem, and that's how arguments escalate because now we done went from why you drink all the juice to I can't stand your ugly ass mama. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, what your
How
mama?
did we end up here
Why
over
you-
some juice?
Like, what your mama had to do
that
with this?
shit
You
be
know, so
crazy.
that be the thing. It's not that your feelings.
Yeah.
Your feelings are you know what I'm saying? They
valid.
validated for sure.
Yeah.
But why are we talking about that? This had nothing to do with what we are
Agree.
at odds about. We're at odds about this, so let's stick to this.
Yeah.
So you're
Now,
just
if I-
pulling up anything that could help me win this fight, like this argument. You're bringing up something over me when it's not even about this.
If
I
we
used to
talk,
do
if we
that.
talking about how
I
I,
still do it when I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
petty.
yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be petty. Hey, my peanut butter extra shit today. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, we talking about like I lack emotion in certain areas. You know, let's stick to that. Okay, well, why do I lack emotion? Why am I? You know what I'm saying? What? Like, let's talk about that. But let's not talk about another person. That don't got
I
nothing
feel
to
that.
do with the
And
situation.
again, it's not. I hate because I don't want no bitch thinking that it's giving that. It's
Yeah.
really for real. Like she fucking hurt me down.
No, I think we get it's the
That's
communication. We
understandable.
get that.
Like
Yeah.
it's not like I'm just bringing up this particular. Like it's just like you fucking crossed me so fucking bad, bro. Like you know, it's like that. Cause when I come, I do come a little rough, and I be like, right, but your lame ass, you fucking crossed me last year.
Not
you
only
goofy
did
bitch.
you drink the orange juice, but you crossed me.
Last year.
No, for real.
That's
It's
crazy.
waves.
Still ain't over it.
It comes in waves. It do, and I'm gonna be a woman enough to
So you
say that
just a
it
juice
comes
drinking
in
crosser.
waves. So you just a shady ass
Juice
snake
drinking,
drinking ass.
shady,
Like
real,
I lose it.
BBL like it. No sharing ass.
You ain't even
Same
want to.
birthday secret.
You ain't even want to shout a hoe, but I ain't want that bitch. You know, we just go crazy.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it comes, but it's hurt. My ego was bruised. I was internally melting.
Yeah.
You know, and this is my friend. Like
Yeah.
I love her. Like this is like literally my best
before
friend.
anything, you gotta be really best friends with your person. Cause if you not and you just basing it off love,
Yeah, I'll be saying that
Yeah.
too. I
I like
think
her.
that's
Love
where
shit
the
up.
that's where the hurt really come in. Like, yo, you my dog, and you
Yeah.
stepped out.
Could've told me
You know what I'm
anything,
saying,
bro.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
y'all, damn, I feel like we could.
We gonna need to be a part
Yeah,
two
a
up here.
part 3 for real.
Nah,
But we really appreciate y'all transparency because I think y'all shining light on the good and the bad, and just being transparent, even saying that you got feelings too, because you seem so, not that you don't got feelings, but like
Tupac
you
had
cool.
feelings.
Okay, Pac did have
Tupac had
feelings.
feelings.
But now we really appreciate y'all, and I know people are gonna love this
Because
episode.
everybody poly nowadays, so hopefully they learn some things about what it really
Just stop fantasizing other people's relationships. Y'all, nobody knew what I was going through at
Yeah.
that time.
True.
But y'all, and now you done told them that I was going through. But nobody knew. Nobody
And you
knew.
kept it. And you kept it cute on the episode too. You wouldn't even know.
Oh yeah, no. And I sat there and watched it. I said, oh, yeah,
Okay,
baby look good. She ain't dog me on that
Yeah.
nigga.
Pause this real quick, make sure everyone.
But
not
that's
that.
that mature shit though,
Yeah,
right? Because you
yeah.
can be going through something and throw your person under, you know what I mean, the bus, and then be with them 2 weeks later looking crazy.
We don't move like
Yeah.
that. Though. We don't
Tough
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, well, we appreciate y'all. Y'all already know
your
it's
thing.
the No Homo Show.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for inviting us.
Whole lot of gay shit. Whole lot of gay. I like that.
Boss Britt. We certified. And DJ eXeL.